Hello, this is Julian. This is one of a series of videos where I investigate and discuss the various chart types in extra charts. I've got a Scratch application here in the Visual Studio Designer. I'm just going to drop a chart control on it. As usual, the chart wizard comes up, but I'm going to dismiss it immediately. The first thing I'm going to do is dock the chart to the form. So all we need to do is fill it. Now what I'm going to do this time is to discuss a Gantt chart. So let's start the wizard. A Gantt chart is a little peculiar compared with other charts in that the various values and arguments are actually swapped over on the axes. So let's create a Gantt chart, select it there. The appearance, I'll just keep the same appearance as usual. Now there are generally two series associated with a Gantt chart. There is essentially the to-do list of items still to do and their time periods, and then there's the completed list. So the first series we're going to call to do, and the second series we're going to call completed. And there we go. Let's go on to the data now. So the to-do data here, the argument is going to be what item we're going to do. So let's just imagine we have a fairly typical old-style waterfall development process. So we first start off with a design, and we'll go from the 1st of August. I apologize, I'm using British style or a European style dates here. So 15th of August. We'll leave the links for later. So the implementation phase will start on the 15th of the 8th and go on until the 22nd of the 8th. The test phase on the 22nd of the 8th until, say, the 5th of September. And the deployment stage, oops, if I could type, we'll go from the 5th. It's really a simple program here, so we just need that much. Let's go back to the second series now. And in essence, all we've done so far is the design phase of things. So we went from the 1st, we started on the 1st and we finished on the 15th. And that was all we did. Back to the first series, we need to set up some links between these particular tasks. So the implementation task has a precursor of the design. So we'll add a link to design. The test phase requires a link, a precursor of the implementation. And close. And finally, the deployment can only be done once the testing is complete. So we set up our data. Let's have a look. A little bizarre here. The original to-do is still underneath this block of finished or completed. So there's some bits and pieces that we have to finish off first. Let's get rid of the labels to begin with. So click on the labels and they're false. Click on these labels and they're not visible. This particular series, it's better if the bar wasn't quite as thick as the other bar. So let's make it 0.3 instead of 0.6. So we get this effect now, showing the amount completed, and underneath is the original task to-do Gantt. Notice down here the label's a little skewy. We'll just change the angle that they're displayed, say minus 45 degrees to show that. And we need basically a line showing where we are in the current day. So let's create on the y-axis here, a constant line. So we'll open it up, create a new constant line. It's going to be visible, yes. We don't need any legend, so we'll set that to false. And the name of the line is, shall we say, today. Hit close. And we need to actually make it a Let's click on the constant line. Here we are. The axis value should be, say, the 15th of August. There we go. So we have the line here showing the current day. The amount completed is series 2 here, and the original to-do list is series 1. We can do things like change the color of the links between the items and so on and so forth. But at least that shows you the very basics of using a Gantt chart within extra charts. So until next time.